Hi, I'm DeQuincy, and this is the third drill in a series that focuses on glove application. As a trainer, I want to remind you what the end result is that we are going for. If your lifeguards are called to an emergency, we hope that glove application does not interfere or delay in the delivery of patient care. With that said, this being the third drill, the first drill focused on gloves being put on with gloves in hand. The second drill focused on pulling the gloves from their hip pack and then putting the gloves on. Both the first and second focused on the guards being stationary and static. This third drill focuses on the guards moving to a very specific spot under time. So let's go ahead and watch this drill, and we're going to come back and do a breakdown of it for the benefit of those new lifeguard instructors and in-service trainers. Here we go.
Ready? Alright, so what I need you to do, I need you to pull your gloves down your face pack, alright? And since you're doing so well, I'm only going to give you 15 seconds. You must get your gloves on by the time you reach the truck, alright? You cannot pass me unless you have your gloves on. It's an all pass, all fail. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
9, baby.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a pass.
Alright, nice. So now that we've watched the drill, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and see what works and what can be improved upon. Alright, so let's talk about the configuration. The lifeguards are at the far end of this parking lot, which is about a little over 30 feet, maybe 40 feet. I'm standing at the far end and I'm explaining the rules and the expectations. They must pass my hand that's extended out with their gloves on. And I'm giving them a time of 15 seconds. Again, the end result that we're hoping for eventually is that your lifeguards become proficient and they're able to do any type of these skills between 10 to 12 seconds. That's what we're going for. Alright, so right there, we're going to go and see them start. So take a look here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at how they're going. First thing it started, they're immediately pulling out their gloves. Again, I'd strive for them trying to pull their gloves without looking down at their hip pack and looking at where the zipper is. If they could do it just with their tactile feeling. Alright, that's what we want to go for. Alright, as we continue to look, we notice that some styles here, if you see, one lifeguard's moving forward and trying to rush up, and his idea is going to be is that he gets closer to me and then slows down and puts the gloves on. Whereas everyone else here, they're doing a nice simple pace of walking and putting the gloves on. Alright, so let's take a look at it. They're getting the gloves on. This looks good. Now there's one thing I want you to take a look at here. Okay, so we here, 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 and here. All the lifeguards are still really focused on putting the gloves on. So they're walking and putting the gloves on, but they're not looking around at the larger picture of what's around them. Hence, again, they got to build that proficiency that they could put the gloves on without looking at the gloves so that they could start to manage the larger picture so they don't walk into anything or trip on anything or avoid hazards. That's what we want them ultimately to go for. Okay? Again, they're not there yet, but that's what we'd want to strive to see them happen. Okay? They're getting here. Again, they're still getting the gloves on, stopping. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then let's just go back right here. Alright, and take this as a moment. Alright, I would say this right here is a spot where I failed as a trainer to give the proper acknowledgement and props to the staff. When Kenny was asking right here, when Kenny was asking for a high five, I should have given to him to that and not been so focused. Again, we want to encourage our staff to succeed. And if that means they need to get some props in that, go ahead and do that. So don't be like me in that regard. Make sure you give out props generously, generously, generously. Okay? And here they go, and they achieve the drill. Ultimately, what we're going for, again, as a reminder, they can do this activity within 10 to 12 seconds. Thanks a lot.